It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We are joined today by Bill Ruh. He is a councilman in the city of Montclair, which is the first city in San Bernardino County outside of LA County.
Correct.
And what's interesting about Montclair is when you look at the Foothill Gold Line extension, we know phase 2 is opening in March of 2016. Phase 3, as we'll call it, could go all the way to Montclair.
Correct. We want it to go all the way to Montclair. In fact, as a city, we have loaned the authority $3 million to begin the work that needs to be done because it's that important to our city. It's part of our economic growth. It's part of our vitality. And it's not just for Montclair, it's an entire region that's affected by this.
So let's talk about it because as I understand it, the phase 2 line, which opens in March, as I said, will go out to Glendora. Correct. We then are looking at phase 3, I'll call it Azusa to Montclair. But there isn't money yet for phase 3.
No.
In order for that to happen, the voters in November of 2016, and it's the LA County voters actually, need to be generous. Tell us what they need to do.
Well, in LA County, they need to be able to support the ballot measure because that would provide the necessary funding to get it through to Claremont. And although I'm not a resident of LA County, as a private citizen, I certainly will be supporting it and doing what I can because I believe it's that important to get it through. It's a good investment by the public because mass transit is something we're all going to use. Every one of us is impacted by it, and the economic vitality again.
So let's talk about the likelihood of that happening. We know in 2008, the voters passed an initiative which increased sales tax by ½ cent. That was in LA County. Then in 2012, the voters were asked again LA County, to pass an initiative for transportation funding. It went down by like 0.5%.
Yeah, it was minuscule.
Gold line not included.
Right. I think now that they've included the Gold Line, they have a better chance because they know that the residents understand the need for the Gold Line. It is a very popular project. People want it. They see that it's going to enable them to get to destinations to the west in a much more rapid time frame. It's going to allow them to get home from their work in a much more rapid time frame. It has tremendous support. Unlike a lot of other projects, this one has great community backing.
And presumably, even if one is not going to take the Gold Line, people will be off the freeway.
Correct.
So it will help you as a driver in your vehicle.
Absolutely. It also helps in your community because just look at what's going on. All along the Gold Line route, you see construction and development. You see business wanting to locate there. That's something that is a real benefit to every community because new business, new housing means more expendable money in that community.
So let's presume the voters pass the initiative. We don't know the letter or number yet. When can we expect construction to begin, if you know? And when can...
I don't know specifically. I would need to work, know more about what the Gold Line Authority, what their exact details are. But my guess is it wouldn't be right away. We'd probably be looking somewhere closer to 2017, 18, because just because you have the money doesn't mean you're going to be able to aggregate it all.
Now, do you need to now turn, presuming passage, to San Bernardino County to get that portion? Would it be from Claremont to Montclair?
It's Claremont to Montclair, which is about 3,500 feet.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, my.
And we want to make sure that we get it to Montclair across the line because, again, it's economic development.
3,500 feet is about half a mile?
Half a mile. We can park a lot of cars in our transit center. Claremont can't. Also, look at the freeway. People traveling from, say, Rancho Cucamonga, Upland, westbound, it's phenomenal in the morning. We want to be able to get those people off the car, off the freeway, into the Gold Line.
For Claremont to Montclair? Is that San Bernardino County?
San Bernardino County will have to come up with a way to do that.
Are they on board?
They are on board, not to the extent perhaps we in Montclair would like them to be, but they're starting to see the need for it. In fact, I want to publicly recognize Assemblymember Freddie Rodriguez for putting in legislation that designates the Gold Line from Montclair to the Ontario Airport. The Ontario Airport needs to have that.
Come back.